Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I'm sharing with you 5 brand new Assetto Corsa mods that you gotta check out. We got some super cool stuff on today's list, from some Formula E tracks and F1 tracks to some more kind of club racing cars and just some super unique stuff. Let's not waste any time though and get right in with the first mod on today's list, and that is the Rome ePrix Season 9 circuit. This is made by Shin over on Race Department, of course, an R Factor 2 conversion, and this is the Rome ePrix layout from 2023, so it's a little modified from the previous years, and regardless, it's not horrendous, especially in terms of Formula E standards. 3.3 kilometers long, it's got 26 pits, so it's going to be able to fit your full Formula E grid here in Assetto Corsa, and in terms of its quality, definitely for being an R Factor 2 conversion, it is very, very nice, but that's to be expected with Shin's work. You can find this one down in the Race Department, link in the description below. Before we get into the next mod, I would like to thank DPVR for sponsoring today's video and sending me over their new E4 black headset. I've never had a VR headset of my own until now, and I have to tell you, VR lives up to the hype, especially in terms of sim racing and flight sim, and the E4 headset is a fantastic PC VR headset to get into it. It has a wide 116-degree field of view, and with it being wired directly into your graphics card via DisplayPort, that 160 degrees of video goodness is not compressed or delayed whatsoever. The headset is extremely light as well, coming in at just 285 grams, meaning that when I'm in the heat of battle, I almost forget that it's even there, and its flip-up design makes it super easy to quickly change out of whatever car or track you're driving in Assetto Corsa to pick a new one and hop into the game super quick without even taking the headset off. If you're interested in the DPVR E4 Black or any other DPVR products, be sure to use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps support the channel. Thank you to DPVR for sending me the E4 Black and sponsoring today's video. Now let's get right back into the mods. Next up on the list is the Cupra Leon Competition 2024. This is made by Fuso over on Race Department, and this is the full 2024 specification of the Cupra Leon TCR car. It has 340 brake horsepower, 420 newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,190 kilograms. It's, of course, front-wheel drive. I really enjoy driving these touring cars, and this one is a fantastic representation of them as a whole here in Assetto Corsa, but definitely for the Cupra as well. Fuso has also made the Hyundai Elantra and TCR car as well, so if you haven't checked that out yet, I did cover it in a previous video, and this goes right along with it, but you could find it down in the link in the description below. Next up on the list is the 2023 edition of the Zandvoort circuit, of course, home of the Dutch GP. This can be found over on GT Planet by Racing Sounds, and the version you're seeing here today is with Pyre's brand new 2024 extension for it. So if you don't have Pyre's Patreon, you won't have all of the F1 billboards necessarily, but you still will have a fantastic edition of Zandvoort here in Assetto Corsa. It's 4.3 kilometers long. It's got 32 pits, so of course it's going to fit your full F1 grid, but even if you want to do some GT or endurance stuff around here, you're definitely able to as well. Of course, this track, not the best for racing without any kind of wet conditions or anything like that, but a very fun track to drive. Definitely, if there was a track where you could call it a roller coaster, this is definitely one with all of its elevation change and banked corners. So a fantastic iteration of it here in Assetto Corsa. Nice to see it finally get some justice, and it is absolutely fantastic. You can find the original track down in the GT Planet link again in the description below. Next up, we have the LADA Kalina NFR R1, as well as a winter edition, but we're just going to be looking at the track edition, the tarmac version. This is made by SMP Esports over on Race Department, and this is the Russian equivalent of the Renault Clio Cup cars. 175 brake horsepower, 170 Newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,065 kilograms. It's, of course, front-wheel drive, so it is definitely a little stock hot hatch racing series car, and it is, for all intents and purposes, a pretty fun car to lap around. And SMP Esports, they've made some fantastic quality car mods. This one is definitely up there with them as well, and it's also just a very unique car, of course, being from a side of the world that is pretty alienated, especially today, by their own decisions. But that's a whole nother point for another day. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. And the final car mod on today's list is the Hill Climb Devmobile 2. This is a fictitious yet wanting to be realized in real life hill climb car from a student project in an engineering school in France. This thing has a Gixxer 1000 K3 engine in it with an electric motor strapped to it as well, giving it that instant torque. It's also got quite a bit of aero and downforce as well, especially at the rear. So this thing is definitely quite the grip machine, especially for the speeds that it goes. It's got 198 brake horsepower, 230 Newton meters of torque. It just weighs, though, 455 kilograms. The external model of this car definitely isn't bad. The interior model, though, is definitely about as bare bones as it can get here in Assetto Corsa. So definitely not downloading this thing for its eye candy, but regardless, it is a pretty fun car to throw around a hill climb or any kind of track in general. You can find it down in the Race Department link in the description below. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Be sure to check out my second channel, JC Racing, as well. It'll be the top link in the description below, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.